Alright, so I've started the wheel construction here. Just kind of want to take you step through step because this is a three-piece design. So the first step is taking the inner bead lock, and it's going to go inside the tire, as you can see it here. So it gives you an idea. Next step I'll show you here is going to be putting the rims on. One thing I want you to note is when putting in the wheel pieces, your inner ring, and then this is the back of the bead lock. You notice it's got these three notches. Those line up here. There's a little tab right here. So just be aware of that when you're putting your wheel together, that this is the back, and where that notch is, it's going to be closest. It's offset. It's further to one side. So that'll give you an indication of what is going to be the front and what is going to be the back. Another thing to note, one thing I mentioned early on in the unboxing is that these bead locks are adjustable in the sense of the amount of air that can flow in and out of them. And right here, these three tabs, there's three holes right there that allow air in and out. And it's those there's three positions for the back half to mount on that tab. And that gives you an idea of where the rim will seat. It'll rotate one way or the other. And what that does is it either leaves all three holes open, or it covers one, covers two, etc. So that's the adjustability in that. It basically is a rotation of the wheel. You'll rotate that one way or the other depending on how you want to set your wheel up, how much air retention you want it to have. Alright, as you can see, the wheel is installed. 6 screws for the back to bring the bead lock together. The front. And now the front, you'll notice there's another 6 nuts here, bolts here, and that's going to go to the back piece here, your hex, or your hex adapter I should say. And that's going to fit in there like so, and then you're going to bolt it from that side, obviously. And there is a difference with the front and the rear. That's the front one. That's the rear. So rear, front. You can see the difference. Hey guys, one thing to note when you're putting in the interior panel here is that this tab right here, the body, this interior piece actually goes over the top of this tab so that the screw goes in. It can be kind of confusing in the manual. It looks like maybe here or here, but it pops up and then over the top so that the screw goes through the Lex end into the body. So just FYI. One thing to note on the body here, the headlights that I've got, you can obviously see they're decals, but you can make them clear because it does have light buckets installed, or that are installed. They bolt to the grill to hold it all in place. Actually will provide you with a mask for that. There's also their brass knuckle design as well that's in there. One thing to note when you're installing these two grills here is that the screws for these, it's a single screw holding each one in. It's the right screw, but they are long, and what results is that if you over tighten them, or really if you don't even over tighten them, if you just tighten them up, is that they'll actually protrude through there. And I'll show you here in just a second what I'm talking about. Let me get that so you can see what happens. So just be careful doing that, and yeah, just be careful. I want to point out that the body mounts on 4 points. You've got 2 up here at the front, and then 2 on either side, 1 on either side in the exhaust ports. So 4 points altogether, and the 2 up front right there, and then in the exhaust right there on both sides. Just pointing that out.